Hey guys, your boy Ari Chowder here, bringing you my third squad builder for my channel for FIFA 14 Ultimate Team. And as you guys probably can see from the top right, this is a Mexico national team squad. So yeah, and I'm actually making this video like I want to say an hour after watching that amazing bicycle kick from Raul Jimenez versus Panama. That goal was insane. And yeah, he is a great. It was just a crazy game for me. It was just a roller coaster up and down, with especially with Panama pretty much tying us up near the end of the game. But yeah, we're gonna get started with the goalie right here. We have the Corona. He to me is the best goalie for Mexico right now. He's the type of goalie, and I'm talking about real life right now. My bad, but yeah, he's the type of goalie that goes towards the ball and looks at the ball. He doesn't pay attention to the players' body or feet because that's what the players used to. Usually juke out people or their bodies and stuff. So he's the type of person that will look at the ball instead of the person that has the ball. But yeah, he is a great goalie. Played 8 games with him. As you can see, his save technique is traditional, meaning that he literally stays in this position and does his dive. He's not the type of goalie to run out the box unnecessarily, and he's not the type of goalie that lets simple goals go through. Although this is FIFA, there are always gonna be those BS goals that go through, but for the most part, he is an outstanding goalie for me. And now we're going to our 2 center backs. On the left side, we have Hector Moreno, who plays for Espanyol, and on the right side, we have Mier, who plays for Pachuca. And these 2 guys, you can see their pace is very decent. They have very decent pace, but there's way faster defenders than them. But the part that I like about them, especially for Mier, is he's medium high on defensive, and so is Moreno. He's medium high on defensive. These are the 2 stoppers, as you can call them, that literally stay back and control the whole defense. And they're very strong too. They will take out any person that is faster than them. They'll literally push them off the ball and get control of the ball. I think this episode I will actually put a little bit more defensive highlights on there because people are messaging me saying that they want to start seeing some defensive highlights because right now starting FIFA 14 you want to start making your squads around a defense instead of a striker, because literally in Ultimate Team you can get any player and put him in the striker position and he'll do good. But the hard part about FIFA is getting the CBs that actually play CB and don't let the simple balls go over the head or right in front of them. But yeah, these 2 guys, I definitely recommend having them in your squad. And now we're going to the right back. We have Estrada, who plays for Pachuca. Oh, my bad. Mier plays for Monterrey. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, Estrada plays for Pachuca, and on the left side we have Torres Nilo, who plays for Tigres. These guys are just amazing. Torres Nilo, 81 pace. I want to say he's the fastest left back in the national team, but I'll probably do more research on that later. But he is an outstanding back. He's actually named the starting left back now for Mexico. They usually run a 4-4-2, and they love using him. He has high attacking and medium defensive, which is not bad because, like I said, the point of this formation. Well, I said this in the last video. The point of this formation is to have CDMs fill in for the outside backs that like to push up and help on the wing. And he loves doing crosses. His crosses are really good. He didn't have any assists for me, but his crosses were always on point. And for the most part, he is a great left back. He's another player that uses his speed and his strength to get in front of the ball. And yeah, he's 1,300 coins. Not bad at all, especially for a player with that caliber. And now we're going to our 2 CDMs. On the right, we're going to put Salcido. And on the left, we're going to put Chaton Enriquez. He plays for Chivas, and Salcido plays for Tigres. They're both pretty. Well, Enriquez is really cheap. I got him for 150, but I'm starting to guess that his price is going to skyrocket. Last year, his price was I think around 4,200. I literally got him for 150. I don't know how I got him for that cheap. And yeah, but he's 63 pace. That makes you iffy. Seeing his pace makes me iffy when I first looked at him. But then I saw he has 4-star weak foot and the 72 defense and 72 heading, especially having high work rate. You can't go wrong with him. He will, again, use his strength to get through the ball. And yeah, he's an outstanding player. Same thing with Salcido, except he goes for a lot more with that 6,800 coins. Pretty pricey, but I don't know if you guys noticed. I have subs this time on this video. I literally have subs for this team. That way you guys can interchange players or pick the ones that you guys think are the best. But for the most part, the starting 11 you see is the team I definitely recommend you use for this. And now we're gonna go to our left mid. We have Giovanni Dos Santos, which to me was a giant surprise, seeing that he usually plays right mid. I've never seen him play left mid until Aquino, as you can see on my right. Aquino was also bought by Villarreal, so they're doing good putting them each on the outside. And if you guys saw the Panama game, this is literally what they went with. They went with Giovanni on the left and Aquino on the right, and it was working for the most part of the game. And yeah, they're both great. Giovanni, I think, has 4 goals in 7 games. Yeah, and Aquino has 1, but I don't know why I recorded his goal. It was an intense goal. It was an amazing goal. He has, I believe, 4-4. Yeah, he's 4-4. You definitely can't go wrong with him, especially with that 90 pace. He is outstanding. 4,700. But I want to tell you this: I got him super cheap while bidding. His price usually, I think, 7,000 is what he actually goes for. And with Giovanni also, he was super cheap, only 850 coins. And again, he is 4-4 on the weak foot and skill moves, and he is left-footed, so he fits perfectly on the left side. Now we're going to go to our cam. This player, if you look for him on FIFA 13, he was Argentinian. He around the time of last summer, he naturalized himself to become a Mexican citizen, giving him the chance to play with the Mexican national team. And he's been playing, in friendlies, and also he's been playing in these World Cup qualifiers that we've seen. And in this team also, he is amazing. 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, 2 goals in 7 games. His work rate is exactly what I want for a cam. I want him to have low defensive. That way I never see them behind the midfield. And only 350 coins for him is so cheap for him. He is an outstanding player. People told me I should have gotten Fabian, who was actually in my subs, but I would prefer him over Fabian anytime. And I am a Chivas fan. I love Fabian. He's one of my favorite players, but El Chaco Jimenez, you have to go with him as your cam. And now we're going to the striker. Most of y'all think I'm probably going to go with Chicharito, but no, I'm going to go with Alan Pulido, who plays for Tigres. 88 pace. He has 1-star weak foot, 3-star skills, and but you see he has 5 goals in 7 games, and Chicharito actually has 6 goals in 7 games. He has more goals, but the person who creates the most opportunities for himself is Pulido. He has the best positioning you've ever seen. Again, yeah, he does have 1-star weak foot, which he misses a lot of goals like that. But if you know how to use him right, he always creates immense space for himself to get ahead of the ball. He is really fast. His finishing for his right foot, for the most part, is amazing. But there's times where he doesn't avoid using his weak foot. That's the only withdrawal with him. If the ball's on his left side, he will use his weak foot, and most of the times it will go out. But he is a great player. As you've seen the clips, most of the clips I think from him are the goals are getting blocked, but you see the space that he creates between him and the defenders, and between him and the goalie. He has great positioning to me. And for the most part, this starting 11 will cost you around 17K. I did the calculations from the players that I bought, and they cost me 17K. And but I also have pretty much a whole nother team in the subs right here. As you guys can see, we have Carlos Vela, Chicharito Hernandez, Guardado, Marco Fabian, Hector Herrera, Navarro. Yes, he's really fast, 88 pace for a right back. And this CB, 90 pace, definitely recommend him. But for the cheaper price, I would go with Iran Mier. He only went for 400 coins, while Perez goes for 5,200 coins. It's pretty expensive, but that 90 pace is so good for him, especially him being, having that high defensive work rate. Nobody will outrun him at all. And for goalkeeper we have Orozco. I really don't like Ochoa in this game. His reflexes I think is about 68 or 65. It's horrible. No, not reflexes. His handling is horrible in this game, which is the reason I don't want him. Diego Reyes, you can't go wrong with him either. 6'2", 73 pace, 75 defense, 74 heading, and 71 dribbling. And Fuentes, who last year was a center back, he's a left back this year. He's a great alternative for Torres Nilo. But if you're going for just a starting 11, it'll cost you 17.4K, I believe is what the price was for me. And if you're going for the whole starting 11 with the subs, it was 41.6K, I believe. Yeah, really cheap. to me at least. They're really cheap teams. One of the most fun nationalities to play with. The only thing is, I recommend using Mexican teams if you're doing seasons. I do not recommend you using them in tournaments, because I did one tournament with them and it was just horrible. I didn't like doing tournaments with this team. But for the most part in seasons, they're the team that will get you, that really good handicap, and they'll get you the goals that you need. So yeah, guys, this is RA Chatter, and I'll show you the goals now.
Coming up only to hold you under, and coming up only to show you wrong, and to know you is hard. We wonder to know you all wrong.